Hey, this is Brian. I'm one of the co-founders here at Monstro, and today we're going to be covering how to optimize your website for Google traffic. So, in case you haven't caught any of my past videos, I just wanted to do a quick recap of why this is working. This is our part of our ultimate guide for 2024, what's working for our customers. So again, the 5 stages of awareness. This is the typical 5 stages that the average person will go through when they're going to make a buying decision. So 5 stages. The first stage is unaware. They don't know they have a problem or that they have a need to fix it. Problem aware. They are aware that they have a problem, but they're unaware of any solutions. Solution aware. They know there are solutions, but are unaware of any specific solutions. So for example, because that's kind of a convoluted way of describing the solution aware. Let's say if you are overweight, you might know that there are weight loss plans, exercise plans, different types of exercise. So you're aware that there are solutions, but you haven't honed in on any one for you. Product aware is now you've selected one of those. Maybe it's a exercise, so and you're thinking about CrossFit. Well, then you're at that point you're product aware, right? And once you've chosen a school, you've checked out the reviews of all the CrossFit gyms in your area, and you've selected the location, but you're not aware of the pricing or the specific details. Haven't actually taken a trial class, then at that point you're most aware. Okay, most businesses, most of your competitors are focusing all of their ad spend on problem aware and solution aware, because that's what you'll find on social media. No one's going to social media when they're actively looking to join a CrossFit gym or a martial arts school or dance school, whatever type of business it is that you operate. Typically, when somebody is making a buying decision or before they make a buying decision, they're going to go to Google. Even if they go on Facebook to get a referral or a recommendation, they will still visit Google first, pull up the local search of those recommendations to check out the reviews, visit the website, get an idea of the pricing and whatnot. So people will actively go, according to Google, 84% of people, even if they have a recommendation, will go to Google first to check out the reviews and then visit the website and then maybe take a trial class. So when you are advertising on social media, it's you and everybody else trying to go after that same audience. Now, granted, it is a bigger audience because the higher up the awareness chain you are, the bigger the market size. However, it's the people that are closest to making a buying decision that are product aware and most aware that you're neglecting. So it's much easier to capture these people because they've already decided that they want to buy from you. You just have to have a better system for capturing their information and bringing them in for the introductory class. Because at the end of the day, it's you and the community that they're really buying. So when someone gets a recommendation, or if they on their own decide, I'm going to join a CrossFit, and they go to Google, they type in CrossFit gym near me. And again, I'm using CrossFit as just an example, right? This strategy works, we find, for any local business that offers group classes, dance, music, coding, yoga, Pilates, spin classes, what have you. So it's the same strategy. I'm just using CrossFit as the example for this, okay? So if I were to type in CrossFit gym near me, the initial results I'm going to get is called the Google Map Pack. And the Google Map Pack is basically just a list of businesses in my area that are targeting those particular keywords. Google compiles that list from your Google business profile. That's where they get the data from. And then they compile the list for users that are creating those searches that you're targeting, those keywords that you're targeting on your website as well as your Google business profile. So when they visit here, according to Google, the first and second spot get a majority of the clicks. The third position really only gets a lot of clicks if they have a ton of reviews. You can see these CrossFits haven't put any effort into getting any reviews. So if CrossFit Merrick went ahead and just started pushing their customers to leave reviews, they could probably very quickly get to position 1. And that's only one of the criteria that Google uses to determine who ranks number 1. In one of my other videos, I go over all the criteria that Google utilizes, so definitely check that out, or earlier. So let's say it's CrossFit Lighthouse and CrossFit Strong Island are getting a majority of the clicks. Let's say I click on CrossFit Strong Island. So we know from Google that for every 100 visitors that visit your website, roughly 10% of them, you visualize this, right? For every 100 visitors that hit your website, 3 to 8 of them are looking to get started right away. Those are the ones closest to making a purchase. About 85%, the vast majority, are doing research. They're going to compare you against the other options before they make a decision. And also they might be doing research well in advance of their purchase. Maybe they're waiting for like the school year to start or for New Year's resolutions, what have you. So it's a longer sales cycle, but still much shorter than the other people on the higher stages of awareness. About 10% are looking for directions, reading your posts and that kind of thing. Those are not the people we want to target. We're looking for the ones that are closest to making a buying decision. So 3 to 8% looking to get started right away, 85% who are currently doing research. That's who we want to focus on. So when I visit CrossFit Strong Island's website, there's 3 things that need to happen. First, the website has to load quick. They were good there. Second, I need to know where I am. CrossFit Strong Island, big and bold right in front. Excellent job. Third, there needs to be a clear path for me to follow that meets both of our criteria. My criteria is either I want to get started right away or I'm doing research before I make a buying decision. Your criteria and the only purpose of your website, in our opinion, is your website's job is not to sell and it's not to educate. Because the last thing you want to do is give someone so much information they feel like they can make a decision without ever visiting your place. The only job your website has is to capture visitor information so that you could bring them in for a trial. Because a CrossFit gym, they all typically have the same equipment. Why does somebody go to one CrossFit gym over another? It's the community, it's the coaches, right? It's the experience. So you can't deliver that until they come in the door. So the objective of your website and the way we measure its effectiveness is the lead capture ratio, right? What percentage of the visitors are you capturing? So if I'm one of those 3 to 8% looking to get started right away, we have a get started button here. That's good. So the area that loads up on your website first is known as the above the fold area. And this is the area that needs to be optimized for lead capture. The rest of your website should be optimized for primarily for SEO. But this area up here is really where majority of the conversions will happen. If you have any chance of capturing the information, this is the area that needs to be optimized. So they have a get started button, which appeals to the 3 to 8% looking to get started right away. If I click on that, it takes me to a get started today with a free class. Excellent. Phone number in case they have questions. Not too many fields, which is good. There's a concept in online marketing referred to as friction. And friction refers to how difficult is it for me to complete the action, right? Do I have to click on 10 things, answer an hour-long survey? For the purposes of capturing the information, you want name, email, phone number, and maybe if you have if you offer different programs, maybe the type of program they have. If you have a number of locations, you can ask for location as well. You don't want more than that, and you don't want less than that. Asking for email only will generate poor quality leads. Asking for too much information and you're screening out people who would potentially be a good customer, they just don't want to give you their date of birth and address, right? It's too much. So name, email, phone number, perhaps the program, perhaps the location. That's the proper amount of fields. So this is a good form. Again, if I'm one of the 3 to 8% looking to get started right away, this site is optimized for that. So based on the traffic they were getting, I'd probably say they average maybe 4 to 6 leads a month. What the average website, based on like that position ranking, that's basically what we normally see. However, there is no strategy in the above the fold area to capture my information if I'm simply doing research. So what is it that people are researching? We know there are marketing research firms run by guys with PhDs way smarter than me, but I do read the research. And what they say is everybody typically has the same 5 questions. How much does it cost? What programs do you offer? What's the facility like? Who are the instructors? And then they want to see reviews, right? Especially if you're running kids classes, no parent's going to send their kid until they see what the other parents say about it, okay? So with that in mind, there's no visible strategy to capture my information that would potentially answer my question in exchange for my information. If I scroll down here, again, leaving the above the fold area, they do a great job of promoting Get Started Now. They have programs here. Get started now. Yeah, so they're pushing for the 3 to 8% looking to get started right away, but there's zero strategy to capture my information if I'm simply doing research. So they're ignoring 85% of the people that are visiting their website that are likely to buy within the next 6 months, right? Let me show you, here's one of our customers, Golden Phoenix CrossFit. So this is our model, right? Our template. So you can see first of all, the SEO optimization, best CrossFit gym near me. That's right in the subheadline. Golden Phoenix CrossFit, the go-to gym in Kenilworth. So these are all keyword optimizations. And the whole website is actually keyword optimized for CrossFit gym near me. Okay. So they're dominating the local search. They happen to have three locations, I believe. So if I'm one of the 5% looking to get started right away, we have get started here, again, above the fold. They don't have to search for it. It's visible. They don't have to scroll around. So get started here, get started up here. If I click on that, I grab a form, perfect. So now you've captured my information if I'm one of the 3 to 8% looking to get started right away. What if I'm one of the 85% doing research? So again, I'm interested in pricing, programs, facility, instructors, and what we call social proof, but reviews. Let's take pricing, for example. So we're not trying to hide pricing, but we're using pricing as the carrot, right? In order to capture somebody's name, email, phone number, there has to be some type of value exchange. We're going to provide them with pricing, programs, our schedule, a limited time special offer in exchange for their contact information so that now we can follow up. My point is, if Golden Phoenix and CrossFit Strong Island were both in my area and I visited CrossFit Strong Island first, but I'm not ready to purchase yet, and then I visit Golden Phoenix CrossFit, they have a better chance of capturing my information and following up with me so that when I am ready to make a buying decision, they've taken the time to educate me on how to choose a CrossFit gym. They provided value, giving me tips and strategies on getting started and how to get fit. Who am I more likely to buy from? Of course, I'm more likely to buy from the one who's providing value and building up credibility and authority in my mind. Okay. So this combined with optimizing your Google business, that's part of our main strategy for our new customers. When we post those results of the first 30 days, it's typically just by optimizing their website and their Google business. Now, obviously, there's other strategies we use in conjunction with that, but those are the two main criteria that we focus on that generate such amazing results in such a short time. If you need help implementing a system like this, definitely reach out to us. We will, of course, sit down with you, go through your business, see where the bottlenecks are, because we need to make sure that you're a good fit for what we do and vice versa. And if we are a good fit, we will show you a custom design specifically for you. And if it makes sense, if the ROI numbers are there, then we can do business together. But just implementing this, whether you work with us or not, will have a dramatic change in how you grow your business so that you're not completely dependent on running ads and going after the same market that everyone else is.